5.5 minutes. Look down low, Sidibe. Great feed there for Martino. And we have our second player off the bench, Stephanie Guillon, as Mason feeds Sidibe. Baseline drive, and Rutgers, 4 minutes and 45 seconds in, has its first points of the evening. Working inside, Sidibe cuts through the double but can't hit the layup. Got her own miss. Here's Lou Lopez Senechal. 11 points for her, 15 for Kavanaugh, the only two in double figures. But Sidibe denying Kavanaugh the ball.
Yeah, and I don't think she was expecting it at all, but it was a great find by Scott.
Sidibe getting into the post. Fade away, off the back of the rim, and it falls in.
And she had 3 last game. I said it, feeling more comfortable offensively and defensively. What a great pass right there from Morris.
Yeah, it's Morris feeding Awa Sidibe.
You know, he has Morris coming in, bringing some more energy with the great pass to Sidibe and being able.
Had lots of second chances, but couldn't cash in on some of the rewards they had earned. As Sidibe attacks the glass again, and good-looking first couple of buckets here for the junior Sidibe. Now, how about Sidibe creating for herself?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we know that what she's capable of, very athletic. And if you cheat the passing lane, you better come up with it because it's going to be a bucket on the other end.
Petrie off the catch, dumps it down for Sidibe, finishing through the contact and one.
Jalen Mason still scoreless tonight. They swing it now to the corner. Driving baseline, Sidibe. Now they get it off to Walker. She'll knock it down.
Dixon looking to the free throw line for Osh Brown, and Sidibe wide open, look at a three, and there are the first points of the day. Cold spell here for Delaware State, and then it's picked off. Sidibe heads the other way. Well, you can see her looking for the cross, and Victoria Morris was not shaken anywhere. And here she comes. Slip it for Sidibe. 2 more, and the foul. Awa Sidibe's day today. Picked up her dribble. To the baseline, Sidibe gets it in for Brown, who hits it at the buzzer. Brown beats the buzzer at a crucial juncture for Rutgers.
Hanging around here, only down by 7, heading into the fourth.
Yeah, important basket. Rutgers is back in this one, looking for another comeback. See if the Scarlet Knights have that home magic as we head to the fourth quarter after this.
The coach, Barnes-Rico, said Nebraska's a good basketball team, keep in mind. You know, they've only got 1 loss too, so that humbled them a little bit and told them how much more they need to improve.
You got to pay attention to one of only 2 players in the Big Ten to average 2 or more steals per game. Sidibe trapped on the inside, finds it to Brown. Great big-to-big passing again.
Time and time again, once again, getting her feet in the paint, making things happen.
Look down low, Sidibe takes it away. Dixon's role in Rutgers' zone offense to that of Takia Mack, who Rutgers fans will certainly know. And even though Wisconsin has tried to stymie that, Rutgers has been able to find some post scoring.
Sheldon looking to feed. Theory bounce pass. And off the miss into the hands of Brown.
Just must be an absolute thrill for Chloe Bibby and her family today.
You have to hope that Leanne and Adrian were able to both get a bobblehead of their daughter.
Oh, I'm sure
tonight.
they did.
Rutgers has come out of nowhere to cut it within 1. 72-53, Maryland leads.
Now give it inside for Sidibe, who has it blocked away. Smith got it. Petrie, big 3. Needed that from Laisha Petrie. It was a 16-4 Rutgers run to start the game. Now Sidibe banks in the 3. The bank clearly is open for Rutgers today. First Dixon, now Sidibe.
Brown pulls away the rebound. Another solid game for Jazz Shelley. Good stat line, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, 8 points. A good bucket by Sidibe.
But she's making timely shots for this ball club.
And she could. I mean, she has that skill set. She was a great 3-point. Oh my, how about that? Awa Sidibe, what a tough shot to keep Rutgers close in this game. Mike Sell forces the turnover, then ripped right back. Sidibe in the lane, no travel, bucket good. Rutgers is back in it, Steph.
Well, they've done it with their defense, creating turnovers.
Yeah, you saw Morris ready to shoot that at all times. I mean, she was having her feet set because she saw how much It's a block there, but you saw the defense just backing off. She really just knows how to find her shot within the offense. I mean, reading the screen perfectly. You give her much space, she's going to shoot.
Lassiter looking for the answer, not there. Oh, put back by Sidibe, a little wily lane.
Lexia Smith looking around. Dangerous pass to Sissoko, to Hubbard. The double team forces a turnover back the other way. Comes Sidibe. Now back to Sidibe, guarded by Mershon. 3-point up by Mason, up and good.
Alice, that was her first. She's on the board with 3 points for the Boilermakers, 1:30 to go.
And Tony, once you see it go in, you feel good.
Sidibe having quite. Brown looking inside. Sidibe falling away, and she's got it. 12 points. Rutgers scoring inside has been their bread and butter.
Dixon from the elbow. Another offensive rebound. Sidibe off the glass.
Their 2 Big Ten wins. One of them was against Penn State, the other against Minnesota. They came back-to-back actually just a couple of games ago. They were winless for a while.
Showed a lot of poise there. Sometimes it's not always the center who has to make that final shot, but she did it well as Marisa will misfire. Happiness has that taken away, and it's Rutgers basketball, but a double dribble.
Which maybe.
That might be how you or I would act.
Now that would be more efficient our way. Be in foul trouble, not have the production she normally has, and that's fine because you've got a Berger, you've got a Pat Bird, you've got a Cardano Hillary, you've got a Holmes.
You know, one thing you do notice is that, you know, this is a short bench as well. It's 8 players on this Rutgers team. As you see them scoring right away, great execution. That might have been some concerns they had in the past, but this is something that she's not worried about this year.
Nifty move from Awa Sidibe, the baseline spinner. Scarlet Knights have a 2-point lead thanks to Awa Sidibe's best basket of the day. And a second chance here for the Scarlet Knights after the Awa Sidibe offensive rebound. Here is the senior spinning to the elbow. That's so tough, but she got it anyway.
Oh yeah, that's her shot.
Corner chance for Nicholson. Back of the rim. And now Sidibe on the run out. It's a 2-on-2. Euro step for 2 more.
Just out rebounding Rutgers. They just got to do a better job of boxing and pushing them out so they can secure it.
Block to block feed, and Cornwell rolls it in.
I mean, also, they looked a little winded, you know, kind of not getting back on defense. But, you know, Sydney Cooks, you gotta know your scouting report. That's a great drive by Sidibe. You just got to be a sound defender, you know. You can't reach in. And like I mentioned, you're going to get rewarded there in a steal from Cassandra Brown.
Sidibe back to Brown, laid it in.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, you know, she knows her old teammate, Kokuis, well, because she knows how fast they want to score. As you see Sidibe still putting in work down there on the block. More than 4 seconds there. That's exactly the type of game they can do. They can out.
And Brown running the break ahead for Sidibe. Loves the spin move and finds another lay-in. Close in it early, but just haven't been able to score. And won't again. It's another turnover. What can Sidibe do? This time, Schmeichel wide open. And make sure that sneaks in.
Yeah, nice pass there. Another connection. Sidibe leading the break here, coming down, eyes up, patient, finding Schmeichel, her teammate. You know, there's no excuse to not defend. So she's been doing a great job just trying to instill that in their brains.
First possession, North Carolina Central had a turnover, but then Sidibe steals, spins, and lays it in.
They weren't really passing it around quickly, quick ball moves. You see here, that's exactly what Rutgers is doing to them as Lafayette lays it in. That's been plaguing the season.
Trying to feed the corner. Schmeichel has another steal. Sidibe runs the break and feeds it for Cornwell in an open 2. Good distribution. She had the positioning there. And now 4 fouls against NC Central. The turnovers and the foul trouble.
I mean, you see Sidibe here. I've been talking about it all game, but just finding her teammate.
And Carter back to running the point. Sidibe skips it for Lafayette and 1.
Going back to what was working from that high post opposite side this time. Lafayette does a little shimmy and the muscle, the power, going to the free throw line.
Back in front by 16. And a pass inside taken away. The 16th steal by the Scarlet Knights. And one more assist. This time it's Sidibe to Lafayette.
Positive thing to see a team that's not afraid to share the basketball.
Well, they have the size advantage, so you want to be able to use that to your credit and have that work in your offensive play.
Sidibe up and under, and the Scarlet Knights are on the board.
It's not exactly what they are known for, but they are not shy about taking a chance from behind the three-point line.
Out of that spot to be, and Madison Green is wide open, leaking out. But excellent job defensively to get back from Awa Sidibe.
Trying to get anything going, but they have not.
Turnover from McKenzie, trying to dish it into Lopez. Brown, another miss, but the putback good. Nearly another turnover for the Scarlet Knights. They stick with it. Sidibe works inside, another layup good. 6'3" frame, one of the Dayton transfers. Traveling with Shauna Green to Illinois. And the shot good by Awa Sidibe. Cook finds open space, but a rejection. There's another turnover. Illinois now with double digits, 10. Schmeichel off the pump fake finds the open Cornell. A nice pass and a nice finish to make it 49-31. 3 seconds for a Rutgers shot. Sidibe has to pull up, and it's good.
Sidibe ignores the screen. Off the blow by, creating for Cornwell. Hill already has 20, but gets stripped. It was Antonia Bates. And there's the freshman on the break. Shares it with Lafayette. Oh, it's perfect.
Great job anticipating the play, being able to make the steal from behind. Bates swapped it away. Sidibe picks it up, and then Bates to her teammate Lafayette for the layup.
And Antonia Bates, we talked about Schmeichel, but she's really coming on too as a freshman.
A give and go does not work as Mitchell had it blocked. And here's Schmeichel around Chen and tucks it in, and Rutgers has its first lead of the game. Off the screen from Mitchell, pulls up, back rim no, and Brown starts the fast break. Sidibe straight down, Hill counted and one. Awa Sidibe only knows one speed, and that's fast.
And I think Coach Washington loves this, a nice step around and finish. Tough right here. Princeton not beating them to the spot.
Sidibe contested and banks it in. Maybe that's what Rutgers needs because they've had a stagnant few minutes offensively.
The referees are going to call that, and it's been a lot of travels here today.
Chen will advise pass to Mitchell, and Princeton gives it right back. Sidibe, oh, it ends up finding Lafayette, and she got it. This was not how it was drawn up, it seemed, but Erica Lafayette will take it, her first 3 points, and it puts the Scarlet Knights back in front. Rutgers in the third quarter led by 15. Sidibe needed that. Awa Sidibe's first 3 of the night.
Knowing how to shut down the only scorer on this team that's averaging at least double figures per game. Schmeichel leaving it for Sidibe, dumps it down beautifully. Cornwell the finish. Put in a ton of work in order to be a focal point of this offense and to lead the Big Ten in minutes in the final minute before halftime for the Scarlet Knights. Ellis sent right back by Sidibe. Stand up defense.
Disciplined with that block. Ooh, just good timing. And then goes right back up, stays straight up, and
so nice to sleep in my own bed at this point, but still unpacking those boxes.
Can you imagine living for months in an Airbnb? No, thank you.
Sidibe on the run. Beautiful finish on the fast break. Timeout called on the floor.
I mean, you get out, you get rewarded for playing defense, you get buckets. Sidibe doing a little bit of everything today.
For the first time today. But they will turn it over instead. Sidibe right at Ross and one.
The foul to come, but just focusing on the finish, and Ross gets her on the arm right there, and she gets her right there. Boom, that's a foul.
And Kapanis, a hard worker for this team, does a lot of great things inside as Marisa loses her balance, ball loose, and there's a turnover coming back the other way is Sidibe. Sidibe attacking over to Schmeichel, who will lay it up and in, and Rutgers ties it up early here in the first quarter. Streeter on the wing, goes right inside to Sidibe. Sidibe in the post, right hand up, and one for Sidibe.
Developed her into being the leader that she is. And Brenda said, hey, she's always had the leadership qualities, but I think it's more fine-tuned now because she had to sit and really discuss more things.
They can tie it up here or take the lead with Maddie Krull. Here comes Sidibe the other way in a 3-on-1. All by herself.
They're doing a good job in the quarter court, getting right there on the catch, so the threes are disruptive, but some of them are open shots, and they're just not getting them down.
Schmeichel for three. Good.
Knocking in some triples. Schmeichel got the last one to go. Flick of the wrist, boom. Defense by Rutgers has been on point.
There's Sam Hybe continuing to do a little bit of everything. The bounce pass to Maddie Krull, but Awa Sidibe with a swat.
Oh my goodness, Sidibe said, no way, no way, not today, not here on Teresa Grin's day.
They can hold on over the final 9 minutes and 40 seconds. That'll be 7. Sidibe to a wide open Kai Carter for 3.
Well here, committing defense to the basketball and then kicking out for another triple.
And a rebound to Hybe. Will she push and drive like we saw her do a moment ago? Yes, we did. Swat again. That's Sidibe's second block of the day.
Is just a gatekeeper for Rutgers at the rim.
Sidibe's long two goes.
Both teams 1 and 4 in Big Ten plays they enter this contest.
Both teams have tons of new pieces as well. Everyone's trying to figure things out.
In the paint, and higher will be fouled. She's someone. Sidibe working through the screens inside. That is good for Brown, splitting defender.
Which is a great tool for her to have in her box. Then look at the play from Brown. Doesn't put the ball on the ground, just simply. Minnesota's chemistry is excellent, and it helps with doing off-court activities like going to coach's house.
It also helps that these freshmen played in the area, so they were familiar with each other's games. As Awa Sidibe.
Like shooting in the mid-range and taking it all the way. She finds the gap and says, hey, let me go get a bucket. Sometimes it's hard to remember to look up at the shot clock.
13 turnovers for the Scarlet Knights. Look at that block by Sidibe. Read that move by Borovich, even though she got beat.
To time so well on the blocks. Just times that perfectly and still uses her length to not.
Brown 7 points, 2 for 4 shooting, has not been aggressive looking for her shot. Beautiful lob. How did she find Schmeichel on the opposite block for an easy 2?
How about them Scarlet Knights? Starting with the pass, Kayleen Schmeichel posting up as a guard, gets it to go.
Sidibe stops on a dime, has it tipped, and it's turned over. 17th, and then back the other way. That's Minnesota's 15th turnover. Schmeichel over Borovich.
She sees that zone defense, and she knows exactly where the hole is going to be in the middle. Diamond Miller just catches Cornwell sleeping.
That's a 3. What a response. That's Lafayette. And 5 boards. Could be a big day for her. That's Cornwell the other way, and she gets it to go.
The level of basketball Maryland's played at today, they've been fantastic.
And as soon as you say that, right on cue, Maryland turns it right over. This is Sidibe the other way. To the corner, Schmeichel 3, good! How about that?
To the Wooden Award mid-season list recently, and she has definitely earned it. What a big block.
Carter on the push. Gotta go some more. Throws it off the glass. Rutgers crashing the glass and an opportunity for 3.
Right at elbow area on the pull-up.
Brown got stuck. Felia saves it. And that's gonna do it for the half.
And it's working so far, 19-7 Michigan State. As Streeter attempts a 3 and makes it from the corner. A fast retaliation there from Rutgers.
We take advantage of the down low game, and right there, you're just gonna have to push her back a little bit farther on the box out.
Down low, Antonia Bates could not be more open. And that's a tough pass from Sidibe. Marisa gets blocked. Sidibe making up for the offensive mistake with a defensive gem.
She's a joy to watch. She had that turnover, and she just hustles back.
Happy to have Grace Berger back as she finds Scalia for three. No good there. Rebound Holmes. Pass intercepted. Rutgers will run it here. Smichael all the way with the left hand.
Comfortable out there, knocking down the mid-range shot. Just knows when to look for her shot in the offense.
Rutgers loves to run. Here's Sidibe through the contact. Got it to go. 8 to shoot. Sidibe. Look for the fadeaway. She tries it, and she got it.
I mean, look at Sidibe here. Wilkie on her. Turns over a quick, tight spin.
Fortunate that found Wilkie. Williams blocked away again. It was Bates. Smichael on the leak out for the layup. Rutgers running the break once more.
Bates getting the block down low. And then Sidibe passing it out. Smichael goes and gets it. That length really bothering Wisconsin right now. Moving well.
LaBarbera, Wisconsin's leading scorer, drives to the rim, but Sidibe comes up with a block.
Right now, LaBarbera coming off here, looking for the lay with Sidibe.
8 seconds here for Rutgers. Sidibe falling, finds Cornwell and lays it in. Acrobatic stuff from the Scarlet Knights. And Rutgers gets one more bucket at the end of the opening quarter.
Scarlet Knights, a little bit sloppy. Sidibe falling down, gets it to Cornwell. Rutgers feeling a little bit of life here at the end of the first.
Awa Sidibe only knows one speed. That's fast. And she's got 2 points on the fast break.
5th in conference play in points per game. Jim Fee feeds Edgar. It is blocked.
Or in an offensive rhythm at the beginning of the game, and it kind of looks like that's what's going on right now.
Both teams having turnover issues as well. Sidibe pushing, and Erica Lafayette gets a try.
Wood read it perfectly. No, she wanted to kind of do that same drive that she did last time. Whew. Whew.
Awa Sidibe. These are 2 of the best 3 blocking teams in the Big Ten. Oh, Sidibe has another steal. 1-on-1 with Lau, and one. Awa Sidibe.
In the defensive end, I told you she goes for the steal, aggressive defender. The 14th steal for Rutgers in this game. And I said it in the first half, want to take advantage of these turnovers for Northwestern. So far, Rutgers really been coming through and converting on these.
Currently in that 10th spot, that coveted 10th spot to get that first buy. Great pass inside to Kaylin Smichael.
Watching that.
All Wisconsin. The first quarter on. Dumping it down inside. It's Cornwell Counix.
Sidibe comes down. Cornwell's wide open down low because Williams was forced to come up and commit to Steve.
Nolan drives in left hand. Out to Wiggins at the top. Wiggins tries to go find Hobbs, but gets it picked by Sidibe. And then Sidibe finds Brown.
Can Rutgers find the answer? Cornwell open down low and is able to hold on to it for 2 more points. Fire up these Scarlet Knights over the final 3 minutes of the first half, because so far this is Illinois' game. Smichael for 3. Got it! Much needed 3 from Kaylin Smichael. I'll try to get Awa Sidibe open right there, that first pick.
Yep, and you see again, they run a lot of these threes, and then Smichael.
Awa Sidibe will start it for Rutgers. Gathers, gets to the rim. Nice move from Awa Sidibe. Quick in, Peebles, not in time, won't get off the shot. The Fighting Illini are rolling. Rutgers trying to close this game out strong.
It was a nice press possession by Rutgers because it took 10 seconds off the shot clock before Northwestern can set up and run offense.
Sydney Wood by Sidibe.
Northwestern hasn't been able to get the ball into Paige Mott. But there's the block. Great timing by Sidibe. Waiting, defending without bounce.
Cornell facing up. A great post matchup as Megan highlighted. That time almost overpowering Bostic. One more shot. And then Awa Sidibe crashing the boards as well.